Hello and welcome to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and today I'm doing a whip and ramble, and I'm pleased to say I've managed to get a really good chunk of this canvas done. I'm now down to three sections and the last strip. This is my Fairy Queen from where did I get it from? From Evermoment. It is super sparkly. I have to say, me and Mum have both commented on how sparkly this is, so I'm really pleased with it. And I've managed to get a really good chunk of it done in the last few days. So I'm really pleased about that, because I was starting to get a bit fed up. It felt like I was never going to get there, but I can see the end. It is in sight, so that's good. So I'll just go through quickly what I am using today. I am using my white Admiral's S tray. I'm using my pen from Saple Bellator. I have a single metal placer and a metal four placer. I'm also using my Huracan storage and my Galaxy cookpot as usual. I also have with me some of the Coverminders that will be going up on Etsy pretty soon. I absolutely love these. So we have a selection of sizes and colours. These are all done with alcohol inks. So what I really like is every single one is unique. How beautiful are these? I haven't put magnets on these yet, but they're so cute. So there's a number of different sizes. These are not going to be too expensive. I'm guessing probably about £3 each, which I think is quite good. So if you haven't already checked out my Etsy shop, please do. I'm hoping that people are going to absolutely love them. So I'm just going to make a start on this. I hope you are all well. Just so you know the timeline, it is currently Thursday. I'm filming in the afternoon. I've already done one section today. It is my last day before I go back to work for the weekend. Boo. Not ready. Could have done with a few more days off. I'm not. Let me get rid of these because I'm not picking these up well. Yeah, could have done with a few more days off, but we always feel like that, don't we, after a holiday? So I haven't done much. I've literally been doing jobs around the house and diamond painting on this. I haven't worked on my other canvas at all. I have just been working on this. That's a joined together one there. Let's get rid of that one. So I've just really been focusing on getting this canvas done as quickly as I can, because frankly, I need to move on. I've just reloaded my pen. I managed to get quite a bit done before I had to reload it from the last time, so I was pleased about that. So it might just be a tad too sticky. So I'm really pleased with how this has gone. I mean, obviously it does take a bit of time. It is a square. It is very confetti, as I'm sure you can see. So it isn't the quickest canvas to do, but it is super sparkly. I'm really pleased about that. Nearly got that on the wrong one. And the drills aren't too bad at all. I mean, they're certainly good enough for me to put them into my spare storage, so that's a good thing. So, things that I have been doing. Just going to have a quick scan and see if I can find any more. I have, just recently, I haven't been diamond painting in my snug because my daughter has been using my folding table. So I haven't been able to do any diamond painting in there. And my husband's getting a bit fed up with me being in here all the time while he's in the room on his own. So yesterday I ordered a lap table that I can take into the room with me, so I can sit in there in the evenings and diamond paint with him once I finish work and everything. So waiting for that to arrive. You should by now, by the time you see this one, you should by now have seen my kitting up for the Customised Bookshelf by Randall Spangler. Why do I keep saying Raymond? Do it every time. I think it's because Ashley's uncle was called Raymond, but Randall Spangler. So I have done the kitting up for that. Other than that, I haven't done any videos at all. I literally did a huge amount of them the other day, and then I've just constantly diamond painting in between doing everything else, just to get as much of this done as I can, because I want to get this finished. I'm desperate to start my next one, and yeah, I just need it doing now. So at the minute I'm just picking out as much as I can those darker colours, because I found on this one especially, if I get the darker colours in, I can then pick out the lighter colours around it easier. So that's what I've been doing. That's how I've been working this one, and it's working out very well. I don't get a lot of chances to multi-place on this canvas. It is a very, very confetti canvas, but we're getting there. So I am well on the way to getting this one completed. I will not be sorry. That's Pepper, Van Door or something just gone outside. Yeah, I won't be sorry to see the back of this one, but it has turned out beautiful. I know it's not everybody's taste. It's got very much that anime feeling to it, but I loved it, and it's one of the first ones that I bought when I first started. So I need to say a big hello to anybody who's new, who hasn't been on here before. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my little channel. And for anyone that's coming back, welcome back. It's so nice to have you, as always. And anybody that's subscribed, I really appreciate it. I've joined together one there, because that's what makes these channels grow, isn't it? It's liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, but mainly just watching. Just having people watch is all I could ask for. I may have to snooze this in a second and go and tell my dog off, because she's going mad, and she gets on these little, once she gets going sometimes, and it'll be something stupid, it'll be some van or something that's parked outside, but because she can see them through the door. Let me go get her to calm down. I'm back in a second. So as I thought, there is a couple of vans and a group of men outside. That's what she's barking at. I knew it would be. I mean, she's a good guard dog, if nothing else. So anyway, that's pretty much what I've been doing this week. I took my granddaughter out on Sunday. We went to a local soft play centre. I think I've said this on a video already. And had a few messages from her mum just to say how worn out she was. She didn't have an afternoon nap. She went to have 2 naps. I mean, she's only just over 1. And both times she fell asleep in the car, we then woke her up getting her out of the car. So she probably had 20 minutes each time. So we honestly thought that she would have another nap quite late on in the day, but she didn't. She actually did manage to go all the way through, which I guess is good. At least she was stimulated enough to sleep, so that's a good thing. So my car currently at the minute is in the garage. It's got a bit of an oil leak, so we're having that done, which meant that, of course, today when my daughter said, can I please go and meet my friends, I had to pay for a taxi, and it cost me £14 for a taxi from where we live into the city. Extortionate. But anyway, she's gone out, so that's why I decided to film now. I figured it might be the easiest time. I may have to pause because my mum may come down for a cigarette soon. She hasn't been down for a while. She's upstairs diamond painting. She's currently doing one of 4 diamond paintings I got her for Christmas from... Oh God, here we go again. Why am I so bad for names? I do this every time. I should just write these things down, shouldn't I? Before I come on. Where did I get them from? No, can't remember the name. Anyway, it was off Amazon, pack of 4. And I've brought storage from there before. And I saw this pack of 4 and thought I'd get her it for Christmas as an addition. They're actually not too bad at all. The quality is not bad. So she seems to be enjoying them. She did buy another storage case so that she could kit up the second of her Diamond Art Club ones. So she's done that. I have had a chance now to catch up on some of my favourite YouTubers. Sat here this morning watching Miss Crochet and Coffee and catching up with her news. And I like to do that. You know, I enjoy watching videos as much as I like making them. So I've just got out of the habit recently, and I was watching somebody, I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about burnout, and I think I sort of did that in a way, because when I first started the channel, I was posting videos up every single day, and I think I burnt myself out a bit. But I'm nicely recovered now. You know, I'm not stressing about it so much. I mean, I had a day of doing videos the other day, and that's given me enough videos. I've been able to stretch them out over this week. So this one you probably won't see until the following day. I am working over the weekend, so I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to get any done. I think Saturday, actually, I've got a set of nails to do as well. So I probably won't get to film on Saturday. Sunday I may, but we shall see. That's why I don't have set days, because it's just too easy to try and commit to something and then not be able to do it. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather just post up when I can. I don't want to be putting any more pressure on myself. Have enough of that with normal life. So yes, I do intend to get some magnets. I've got a couple of these that are seconds, which I will use. I mean, I don't use Coverminders, but they're so pretty and they're one-offs. So I like the idea that you're never going to get the same one twice. I like that. So I'm going to go with these ones. So I'm working with those darker colours first if I can. I don't know why. I've just found in the last couple that it's helped me. I've not sort of missed as many. I do still miss some, but not as many. So it has kind of helped a bit. So I'm going to stick to that. Just dropped that one. Well done. Need one there anyway, so we'll just put that one there. Because, of course, it's a double-sided adhesive canvas, you can't move the diamonds round quite as well as you can with a poured glue. If you get it round the right way in the first place. Trying to think what else I've been doing. Mainly doing a big clear-up. I did a big houseworking session to catch up on some things I haven't done for a while. But today I'm just literally taking the time to wait and diamond paint while I wait and hear whether the car's finished or not. I hope so, because I need it tomorrow because I'm back at work. Just got my hands stuck in the glue then. I'm just going to get rid of this extra little bit of glue I've got because it's driving me mad. It's just literally come off the tape. That's better. Let's get rid of that. I do find that if I'm multi-placing and I go horizontally, it's not as neat as if I do it vertically, but because of the way these are laid out, it's just easier to go horizontally. At this point, I don't care. I just want it done. I just want this canvas finished. So, yeah, I mean, all told, it's not been too bad. I've had worse, put it that way. But I'm kind of sick of looking at it now. And I'm getting myself all excited because I know that I'm doing Snowy Owl next. So that is a canvas from Diamond. Hang on. Diamond Art Studios, which is in the UK. It's not a massively big canvas either, so I'm looking forward to that because obviously I've been working on some quite biggish ones. It's a relatively small one. So really looking forward to that. And also the fact that I can then de-kit. I'm probably going to have plenty of drills left over from this one. So all of those drills will then go into my Heaven and Earth stash, because there's quite a few of these colours that I need in that one. So yeah, looking forward to kitting this down and using the storage to kit up something else. No idea what yet, but I shall definitely be kitting up something. And you know that's my favourite thing to do. So hubby's at work, as he is tomorrow. He'll then be off for the weekend, but I'm working for the weekend. But I don't mind because it's the weekend and it's 6-hour shifts. So that's not too bad. So I think it'll probably be at least another week before I get this finished, because I'm back at work. So I'm not going to be able to get as much done. If I can make a good dent in it on Monday and Tuesday when I'm off, I might be able to finish it off. But I'm not gonna stress myself out about it. You know, the end is in sight. I'm gonna get it done. I figured if I did a whip and ramble on this one today, I think I'll only be able to do one more whip and ramble on it before it's completed. So that's as far as I've got planning wise. And of course I can't work on this evening in the front room because it's a double-sided adhesive. I'm not going to be able to lay it on the lap tray in a way that I won't damage the remaining canvas. So I'm going to have to work on the other one, I think, in the room. But it'll be nice to sit in there. I just hope that he picks something half decent to watch on TV. Not that I actually watch it, but you know, if it's football or something, I wouldn't want to be in there. So let's hope he picks something half decent to watch. I'll tell you what he does watch, which I kind of like, but I kind of don't. He watches that Deadliest Catch. So if you've never seen it, it's basically about a fishing fleet and they go catching crabs. Not like little crabs like we have here. I mean like giant crabs. And sometimes other stuff, but mainly crabs. I love the programme. It's a reality programme. I love the programme. But I don't like crabs. I'm terrified of them. So it's sort of weird because I'll sit and watch it with him, but I'm not watching it because it freaks me out. Yeah, he does like to watch that. So, but it's not football. I mean, at the end of the day, if he's watching football or rugby, I'm not going to be in there. Because although I'm not watching the TV, you know, if I'm diamond painting, I'm listening, not watching. But I'm still not sitting there while he's doing football. Nah, not happening. Right, so I'm going to go for the M's because I've got a few of those. Trying to think if I've done it. Not really. I've really not done much. I did say that this break from work was more about recharging my batteries, and I've most definitely done that. You know, I've had a couple of days where I've had an afternoon nap. So I'm not complaining. But my main focus, I decided right at the beginning of the week, I did the last whip and ramble on Lighthouse Cottage. And I did say that I was going to focus on this one to get this one done. Because it's been hanging around long enough now. I've had enough of it. Get it done. I do like it. Whether I will frame it and put it in my bedroom, which was the original plan, I don't know. I've got a couple to go up there, but there's no point framing them at the minute because we haven't decorated yet. For those of you that don't know, we moved into this house a couple of years ago. It'll be 2 years in May. And there was an extensive job that needed doing on the house. We needed to have the whole house rewired. So we moved in and we've never decorated anywhere yet. The only room that's actually been touched is my daughter's room. We decorated that when we first moved in. But other than that, we have not papered or painted or anything anywhere because we knew we were going to have all these all this stuff done. You know, we had to have additional plug sockets put in. As with most older British houses, we had literally 2 single double plug sockets per room. Nowhere near enough for the amount of electronics that we now have these days. So we had the whole house rewired, new junction box put in. We had 3 double plug sockets in most rooms. My daughter has actually got wired internet in her room as well. And yeah, it's a big job. It's not cheap. But because of that, we had that done in June of last year. And obviously the whole coronavirus thing has messed up a lot of stuff because we had to wait for dates when they could come in and do it. Because I think we'd come out of lockdown by that point. But we had to make sure that the workmen were safe. So we had that done. And then in October, we had a log burner installed in our front room, living room, lounge, whatever you want to call it. So we haven't, at the minute, the lounge has got a 3/4 park carpet. And the rest was cut out when we took we had an old brick fireplace, you know, like the 1970s wall to wall fake brick with the little corner bit to put your TV on. Yeah, we had one of those. We took that out pretty quick. My husband sort of took that out. So with all that sort of work going on, I have moved in and we haven't put lots of pictures up or anything like that. So the majority of the diamond paintings I've done for the home are actually just hanging around. They're not in frames or anything. They are waiting for us to get some decorating done so we can put them up. Lord knows how long that's going to be. Of course, it's quite difficult when you work full time and then, you know, you've got to do everything on a weekend, and then you also want to do stuff as a family at the weekend, so it does take a bit of time. We have not finished with the works. We have, we're having all the soffits and fascias done at some point in March, I believe, and then potentially having the garage roof replaced later on in the year. We've got a summer house we want to put up. Yeah, lots going on. Went right off on a tangent then, didn't I? Let me get rid of this blue bit of plastic. Get rid of that. Oh, and a big bit there. There we go. So just going to get these 3 10s in out the way. So it just made sense to film now while my husband's at work and my daughter's gone out and my mum's still upstairs diamond painting, because the less amount of interruptions the better, really. I have spent many hours this week because a section this size on this can take me sort of a couple of hours easy, and that's if I just do a straight run with it, and most of the time I'm not. Most of the time I'm doing a bit and then, you know, I'm washing up or making the beds or I'm putting clothes away. It's not like I'm getting a straight run a lot of the time, because I'm not. So I'm quite pleased with how much I've got done. I think I was around here, so probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections done this week, which they're quite big sections as well. This is not the normal size of section that I would do. I've gone a bit bigger just because they are very confetti, and by going that bit bigger I'm giving myself a little bit more multi-placing I can do, which of course will then speed it up a little bit more. So that's why. I mean, this particular section isn't massive, but I'm certainly not going to get this section done in the time I'm doing this whip and ramble. Need to say hello to the new subscribers as well. Thank you so much for coming along. I haven't got my tablet charged, so I can't go back over comments, but I do remember saying hello to a couple of new people. Come on, stick, you bugger. Hang on, let me just prime me dot a bit. I think it might be a bit sticky. That's better. Yeah, I would normally have my tablet open and then I could look at comments from the last few days. Not that I have loads, but just general, you know, commenty ones. Somebody said that they'd done one of the other Randall Spangler ones and she loved it. Somebody else who's done Magical Mama said it turned out beautifully, which I'm really pleased about, because I do love me unicorns. And that's it, you develop an affinity for things, don't you? So for me, anything unicorn related, anything Tudor history, anything with chimpanzees, love chimpanzees. To be honest, most of my artwork that I choose, whether it be diamond paintings or normal paintings or what it is, tends to be fantasy, because I love fantasy, science fiction, that sort of thing. More fantasy than science fiction, I have to say. But, you know, I love elves and dwarves and things like that. So anything like that for me, I'm going to go for. I do love dragons. I would tend to go more for classical style dragons than Randall Spanglers, however. But because that one was, because that bookshelf is something, I love reading books, you know. I read Lord of the Rings at least once a year. I watch it a lot more than that, but I read it at least once a year. So that was quite open to me. It wasn't the dragons on that that I wanted as such. It was the books. Which seems a bit daft, doesn't it? But you know, you like what you like. So for me, anything fantasy related. Let's get these 550s in. So as you can see, I'm doing these darker colours, and what it's doing is it's helping to separate those lighter colours out. Oh, I know what I could talk about, because somebody, I did reply to the comment. So I had a new subscriber the other day, and she said that she'd asked a question. She's quite new to it. She asked a question of some other YouTubers who, for whatever reason, hadn't answered her. And she sort of said, you know, do you kit up one painting and then work on that painting and then de-kit it and kit up another painting? Or do you have loads of different storage? And then when you save your spares, where do you save your spares to? Have you got those in bottle storage as well? Because that's a lot of bottles. So yeah, I did answer her. So here is the answer. Probably not in brief, but here's an answer anyway. Me personally, I have amassed numerous storage bottles, because I like the bottle format. I really do. So I have a variety of different storage cases with different amounts of bottles in. That's important, I think. But you don't need any more than one 60 bottle case. That's all you need. One 60 bottle. And the reason I say 160 bottle is because if you do a lot of smaller paintings and you have, you know, 24, maybe 25 colours at a time, you can actually kit 2 paintings up into one storage system. And what I used to do is I would kit up one lot from the bottom up, and I would kit the next one up from the top down, and I would leave any extra bottles in the middle between the two. So you could kit up 2, and then as you finish one, you could then switch the bottles out, or, you know, most of the time you'll know which bottles go with which painting anyway. But you, in essence, you only need one. You know, have one set of storage, kit one up, work on it, kit it down, start the next one. That's all you need. The reason that I kit up as many as I do is simply because I like kitting up. I honestly do. So that's what I do. Now, as for storing your spares, I personally don't store mine in bottles. I've considered it, but then I sat there and thought about it, and I thought, if I got bottle storage for all of my spares, I would need, what is it, nearly 500 bottles. That's a lot of bottles, and I haven't got anywhere to store that. So for me, I chose to use the Photobox method. I learnt about that method when I very first started from Rebecca at Add More Zest, and both me and my mum have done the same storage system. Now, my mum predominantly keeps rounds, I predominantly keep squares. However, I have started keeping my Diamond Art Club rounds, so I currently have a mix of both. So that's where I keep my stores. But with me, I generally have a number of different cases. They're all kitted up, ready to go. Once I kit one down, I kit the next one up, so that I've always got something kitted. Not just one thing kitted up, but I've got a variety. I have, excuse me while I slurp my coffee. So I have cases ranging from 30s. I've got one case which is, I think, is a 30, is a 24. I've got a 24. And then the other cases are 30s. I've got at least 2 30s. I've got at least 2 42 bottle cases. I've got 2 or 3 60 bottle cases. I've got this Huracan storage, which is 50. And I also have 2 120 bottle cases, which has got my Heaven and Earth design in. So for me, if I finish this one, which is a 50, if I didn't know what I was going to do, I've done this one, which is a 50, I would probably go and choose a square, which is only 18 or 20, to do a smaller one. But I would kit up a big one in this one. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a choice then. You know, do I want to do a big painting? Do I want to do a square painting? Do I want to do a round painting? That's how I work it. But when you first start, when I first started, I had one 60 bottle case. Most of the paintings that I was getting at that point, I was getting from Amazon. Most of them were 30 by 40, maybe a little bit bigger in some instances, but most of the time 30 by 40. And most of them had 20 to 24 colours. So I could kit up 2 at a time. Worked on one, de-kitted that one, kitted up the next one, and did that. Literally one storage case. So no, you don't have to have loads. You can if you want to. I did count, didn't I, once? I think I've got about 13, something like that. I've usually got at least 9 paintings kitted up at any one time, because I like the variety. I like to know that they're kitted up. I plan ahead somewhat. So, you know, as for instance, I know that my next one is going to be a square and it's going to be smaller, because I want to have one square and one round going at any one time. And my next square that I'm doing, I know what it's going to be because I've been dying to do it for ages. I also want to do it for my daughter because she loves owls. And it's a new to me company, so I want to try that. And it's a smaller amount, so a smaller case, which will be nice. Okay, what am I going to go for next? Right, I'm going to do these blue. So in answer to that, you know, check out Rebecca. So look for Kids at 147, for Kids at 147, or Add More Zest. You will find her. She is the person that came up with the Photobox storage. She also has everything that you could need to set up your own spare storage if you wanted to, so you don't have to go to the lengths of, you know, cutting up card, etc. to do it. But it's a fab system. It works very well. You know, why change it? It's quite good. So yeah, check out Rebecca, Add More Zest. Definitely worth giving that a go. But I think if I put all my spares into bottles, I'd have so many, and I just don't have it. At the minute, I'm working in this space, and it is a craft / nail bar / resin workshop, all in a small space. I just don't have the room to store loads of bottles, you know. So having it in photo boxes, it takes up a relatively small amount of room. The system works very well. And it's very easy to use, you know, no point complicating matters. Also, if you do, if you store them in jars, how many do you store? I mean, for me, I would probably say I'd keep a full bag of everything. But I suppose it depends how many you need. I haven't had to nip into my spares yet. But of course I am saving my squares for my Heaven and Earth project, so it's not like I won't be using them, because I will. Let me grab my drill back. Okay, I think I'm going to take a short break, and then I will come back and do a little bit more. And I'm going to see if I can get onto my tablet to see if there's any more comments on there that I can talk about, because, you know, that's what makes this difficult. It's knowing what to talk about a lot of the time. And my life's not very interesting. I don't go out loads or anything like that, so obviously because of my anxiety. So it's not like I can say, you know, we went here and did this and all that sort of thing, because I don't do any of that. I'm pretty much home. I mean, it was lovely Sunday, going out for lunch and everything with my daughter. It was really nice. But, you know, if that had been with a big group of people, nah. No, no, no. Not going to happen. I'm going to get rid of this tabby one because I don't want that in there. Okay, quick scan. I'm not sure why I do a quick scan. I'm going to miss them anyway, always do. Always. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go for a quick break. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so let's get this finished off. I can't believe that I've already rambled on for 40 minutes. There we go. Right, let me put these away because I think I've got them all. So I won't keep you too much longer on this one. So if you are new here and you do like your diamond painting content, please do hit that like button for the video and also subscribe on your way out. I would really appreciate it, and it'd be lovely to have you back. Of course, if you are not new and you've been here from the beginning, hello again. How quickly has this grown, really? I was having a look. It's took me 4 months to get to nearly 200. So I reckon within the next year I can get to that 1,000 mark. That's what I think anyway. So the rest of this today, I haven't got any plans really. I need to do a quick run round with the Hoover. I have got some resin stuff that I could be doing, but seeing as it's my last day off, nah. Just going to chill and diamond paint and get as much of this picture as I can done during the course of today. So hopefully I can get this section done and maybe one more, and then tonight I will, I'll see. I'll wait and see what the lap tray is like, how big it is, how well it works. I might be able to diamond paint this one on it, but I'd be a bit cautious about doing so just because it is double-sided adhesive. You know, you can't move it around as well as you can with poured glue. That's why I prefer poured glue. It's just a lot easier to do. And if you're working on a small station, you know, you can roll up the bit that you're not working on. So for me, I usually start the top of a picture, even if that means that I turn it upside down to start with to get that first strip done. But then once I've got that started, I roll up the section that I'm not working on and have it sitting in my lap or off the edge of the table, whichever I'm working on. And I then let the done bit hang over the edge, but I'm a bit more cautious doing that with double-sided adhesive because I don't want to pop those gems off. And this one is it's 45 by 60. My table that I've got coming is 40 by 60. So it's going to hang off somewhere, isn't it? I don't know, I'll see. We'll see how it works. If it works okay and you're looking for a lap tray, then I will let you know what it's like. Maybe I'll do an update on how to work on a small table. It cost me £13 from Amazon. It wasn't very expensive. So, because the thing is, I don't want to spend a lot in case, you know, I might set it up and then I might get annoyed at sitting with my husband and I might decide not to use it. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money for that to then happen. So we'll see. But if it works all right, I'll do a little video on it. I'll let you know. So it might be big enough. Won't know until it gets here. And as is usual with Amazon, because we live outside a city, we tend to get all our stuff later on in the day. So one of my new subscribers said hello. I can't remember your name, I'm sorry, off the top of my head. But she did say she's in the States, and she did say that she had, after watching Lighthouse Cottage on my YouTube, she decided to go ahead and purchase it. So that was her first Dreamer Designs purchase. Yay! But she sort of said she needs to learn how to master confetti before she goes for square painting. She mainly does round ones. Let me tell you right now, I don't think there is any mastering confetti. I don't think there's any such thing. I think the thing with confetti is, accept that no matter how carefully you look, you're going to miss one or two. It's just part and parcel of it. So here's my tips for confetti. On this particular painting, I found that if I do the darker colours first, it then, because you filled those in, it makes the lighter colours a lot easier to see. So I miss less than what I would normally. If you've got a large amount of background colours, if you've got one large amount of numbers that are shouting out at you, do those first. Do that first. Because no matter which way you do it, you're going to end up at the end dipping into a pot just to get one or two. You know, accept it for what it is. Hence why I chose to do Lighthouse Cottage as well as this one, because this one is very confetti. Lighthouse Cottage, on the other hand, is a lot more blocky, which I like. Would I like a blocky picture if it was all blocky? Probably not. I'd probably get just as bored. So that's where having two canvases comes in handy. Yeah, just I found, especially with this one, that this style of pot works very, very well. Just because, especially on the smaller trays like this, it is very easy to just pick one or two out because they're quite shallow. Whereas with the bottle storage, I'd have to tip them out. So it's just things like that, really. I found using a light pad on this one has helped an awful lot. But just accept that you can do it, you know, do smaller sections. You're going to have to get those pots out 40 billion times anyway, so you might as well just do a smaller section to start with. The only reason I'm doing larger ones at the minute is because I want to get this flipping thing done. But other than that, you know, just accept the fact it's going to take you a bit longer. And it is worth it when you get this gorgeous mix of colour. I mean, like I've said before, I really like Josephine walls. Do I want to do that amount of confetti? Not really. I will, if it's Aries, I will make an exception. But I wouldn't go out of my way to get a Josephine wall as beautiful as they are. Because I know, A, that they're really big, and B, I will get fed up. I'll get fed up of doing 6 or 7 diamonds at a time. So, yeah, give it a go. You know, all else fails, you know, have your painting that you've got that's confetti, have a second one that isn't. Even if it's just a small snack size one, you know, just have a little one that you can go to and diamond paint for a bit that you don't have to manage the confetti on. Just having that break away will make all the difference. So although there's part of me that really wants to just crack on and get this one done now, there's part of me that later on would quite like to get curled up in my cuddle chair tonight with Lighthouse Cottage, which I know will fit on that tray perfectly, and just dot, because it's a round, it's quite blocky, I can move through it quite quickly. There's also the fact that because I'll be at work all weekend, Saturday and Sunday especially, I will probably have a chance to work on Lighthouse Cottage then as well, because I do take it to work. So I know I'll get that one done quite quickly. The question is, the big question for me, what round canvas do I do next? Do I want to do a big one? That's the question. So yeah, so I am going to leave it there. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you are interested in the little Coverminders, please do check out my Etsy shop. Just give me a little bit of time. I need to get them filmed and to get them photographed, but they are beautiful and very inexpensive. You know, I'm not charging a lot for these, but they're so pretty. Love them. So I will put them up. So I am off. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me and for watching, liking, subscribing and commenting. I will be back very, very soon, I hope, with another whip. And I'll let you know how the table goes when it comes. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope you have a fabulous Thursday and a really good weekend, because I probably won't be on until next week now. So have a really good one, and I'll be back very soon. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.